Mum lost Joanne after 2 years caring for her and being by her side. God, I feel so terrible she had to face that so young and on her own. Then she meets my dad, has two beautiful boys, only to be left struggling while Dad was in prison. My stepfather and my dad were best friends, but my stepdad saw how Mum was being treated. He kind of stepped in and took the reins, so to speak. And I think Mum needed that big strong man to make her feel safe. They fell in love. Dad comes out of prison after 2 years to realise Mum had left him. My dad went crazy and went looking for my stepdad. He beat him up, black and blue, put him in hospital. Then Mum got a divorce, packed our things, and Mum got emergency housing in Bedfordshire, outside of London, where I was born. I don't recall meeting my stepdad. I have a very vague memory of the removal lorry in London, but that was it. My next earliest memory was visiting our new house. My brother and I were wearing bright blue matching jumpers, and I remember I had a red London toy bus with me. I will never ever forget the day I met my stepdad. I remember seeing a dark figure. He was a lot taller, wider and more muscular than my dad. His presence and demeanour I find intimidating. I just couldn't understand where Dad had gone. I don't remember him, but I remember I knew how much he loved me. I felt it just being near him, but this new man I was uncomfortable with. I never knew until 20-something years later what Mum truly went through. She told me things that somehow I already had some prior knowledge of. My dad being in a borstal as a kid, and that he was sexually abused by his uncle. Things were never properly dealt with, even though the authorities had it all there in black and white. Dad just buried his past, found a new wife, and he grafted his socks off as a carpenter. He remarried, had two of his own kids, and he was happy. He was honest about how he treated Mum, and I will always respect him for holding his hands up. Something he didn't quite know, though, was the impact this had on my life. My mum and brother too. It seemed at that time that people had resolved their differences and had made their new lives, and so here we were in a new house, in a nice area at the time, in a place called Houghton Regis. Mum got me and my brother into school. I started in the lower school and my brother in the middle school. We made lots of friends, and I think now Mum found it to be a great escape.